So, what is competition law? It's the practice of economic activity without any prevention or restraint or harm to competition. Okay, I didn't understand what that means either, so let's break it down for you. At Vodafone, we do what's right by complying with competition law. But there are three troublemakers that can bring it all crashing down: cartel, vertical, and dominance. Cartel breaks the law by meeting with competition. Can you guess what they could discuss? That's right, and price-fixing violation can be brought on in many ways. Let me ask you this before we move forward. Do you believe that price-fixing violations can be brought on by circumstantial evidence and undercutting prices? Great job! Now, here's a riddle. Can you guess the answer? How many handsets does it take to manipulate the market? You're right. It's not the handsets that manipulate the market, but the distributors. When three distributors meet and decide to manipulate the market by keeping pricing artificially low, driving smaller distributors out of the market and restricting future supply, they were put on trial for price fixing. Here's a tip to keep in mind. Claims can be brought against us based on market observation and circumstantial evidence. What else would cartel discuss with competition? That's right. Market and customer allocation are when competitors divide geographical areas in the market and type of customers among themselves. Company X and Y sell recharge cards across Egypt. One day, Mr. Mamdouh from Company X met with Miss Suzanne from Company Y and agreed to sell cards where they please to any customer they want. Is this considered market and customer allocation? Right. Market and customer allocation are when Mr. Mamdouh and Miss Suzanne agree not to compete in each other's territory and not sell to each other's customers. There is one final way that cartel can break the law. Can you guess what that is? Great job! Bid rigging is when a company opens a bid for voice and data product solutions and invites several companies to bid for their business. After receiving all bids, it was awarded to El Shahrout, who was later prosecuted for collusion to win the bid. Do you know who El Shahrout colluded with to win the bid? Turned out that El Shahrout met with the other companies, and they set the price that they will all enter with, so that El Shahrout will win. Vertical isn't any better. Her agreements can create just as much problems. She constantly tries to make side deals. Who do you think these side deals are made with? These deals don't allow for an equal field for our competitors. It also has a negative impact on our customers. Can you guess the most common examples of vertical restraints? Exclusivity with supplier is when Company X agrees with supplier to exclusively buy network equipment from them with restriction that Company Y doesn't work with any of Company X's competition. Exclusivity with distributor is when Company X agrees with Carmark supermarkets to sell their products exclusively, without selling the products of Company X's competitors. Now, dominance likes being numero uno, but he knows there are some things he can't do. Can you guess what three elements dominance can't do? His market share can't exceed 25%. His impact on prices or on the volume of supply in the market. His competitors' inability to limit his impact in the market. Now you know what dominance can't do. Can you guess what is considered abuse of dominance's position? Refusal to deal is when Suka provides Karut Shan to two distributors but not the third. Turns out Suka needs good reason not to sell through the third distributor. Remember Carmark supermarkets? Well, forcing them to only sell our products is against the law and is considered exclusive dealing. Predatory pricing is selling below cost. As an example, when Furkesh has a product that sells for £3 but decided to sell it for £2 to beat out competition, that is predatory pricing. Now that you've seen the problems these three can cause, let's stick to the rule of law, do what's right, and always go back to legal if anything questionable turns up. If you don't, there will be consequences, including
Dawn raids.
During dawn raids, can officials enter our premises without prior notice or permission? Yes or no? Do the authorities have the right to search business laptops, servers, and any other business-related electronics because of a WhatsApp message? Officials can search laptops using keywords that may result in incriminating evidence found in email or in an internal presentation. Officials can walk away with all these laptops and more, and those involved can face prosecution in court and pay huge fines. Dawn raids are real, and at Vodafone, we have a zero-tolerance policy for any breach that will result in the damage of the company's reputation and possible fines. Can you guess how high the fines can reach? Those responsible will be fired immediately and will face personal fines and even jail. At Vodafone, we do what's right by complying with competition law, including competition law. Now that you've watched this video, let's see if you can answer these questions.